Hello everyone, thank you for watching our video. This is Jimmy Wu from Prowork Pacific Inc, your licensed architect. Today, before we start our topics, please do us 4 things. Give us a like, leave us a comment. Don't forget to subscribe us. Subscribe us is totally free, doesn't cost you a penny, but if you subscribe us, then you will not miss our other videos. Also, share our videos with your friend. The more you share, then this platform will distribute our video to more people. Today we have a topic to talk about some interesting stuff about design. Lately, some people seeing us putting up some 3D animation video to YouTube and showing that the design of the house is different from traditional, which is a major change. Is they see a lot of design is flat roof versus of in traditionally using hip roof. So today I want to talk about, should I build my new house with pitch roof or flat roof? So today I would compare pitch roof and flat roof in different perspective, kind of like pros and cons, and then to let your owner, hopefully can help you to make your decision or for your reference. So next time when you do your house, you want to using this hip roof or a pitch roof or flat roof. Okay, pitch roof. Okay, usually a lot of people will say hip roof, but actually hip roof is considered is one type of pitch roof. Pitch roof basically we talk about with a substantial slope, of your roof, and they have traditional. We have hip roof. And we have gable roof, right? So those are the pitch roof, or either the shed roof, one side shed, but the slope is usually we're looking about the roof is about 212 above, more than 212. There's a 312 slope, 412 slope, 512, 612. Now, the most common slope in Hawaii or Honolulu, as I say Honolulu, usually we're doing is 312 or 412. Now, when we say 312, 412 means every 12 feet. How high it go up. So when we say 312 means 12 feet and then we go up 3 feet. So 412 means 12 feet and go up 4 feet. Okay, so then versus when we say 212, 112, then this is the 12 feet and then we're coming down, right? So the number is less, then we need more flat. Okay, and versus when we talk about flat roof, is usually we talk about less than 112. That means with 12 feet runs, less than 1 feet rise. So it can be half inch to 12 or quarter inch to 12. Those are considered flat roof. Nowadays, when we talk about the compared to major, different is aesthetics. How is it outlook, right? So a lot of people see our 3D videos on our YouTube channel. They're seeing that the flat roof look really different from, hip roof. The appearance about hip roof is very, we would say, classic or traditional. Right, you will see in Hawaii, if you drive to Kamukito's old neighborhood, right, you will see all our house is hip roof. It's a very traditional way. And sure, when we say traditional, when we say classic, some people say that means is what? Old, right? Old-fashioned, outdated design, right? So that is one thing. But some people they like because hip roof feeling house, look like a house. Okay. Now flat roof is typically, right, when you look at the flat roof design, it's getting more modern, right? Actually nowadays the trend, in fact the design trend is going to the flat roof right now. Okay, but there is some part will make the difference is another part will be design part. Now design part is 2 things, okay? For pitch roof, hip roof, gable roof, okay, usually what happened was limited the ceiling space because reason is due to our building envelope. Like in my other videos, I have talked about building envelope for residential, right? 25 feet, whatever, 30 feet, right? But the 25 feet height envelope is including the roof height. So when we're doing a hip roof, then usually we have less ceiling space. But I know that now a lot of people when they try to look for, some owner they want to have higher ceiling space like 9 feet, 10 feet, right? That will make it difficult to design with hip roof because think about it, right? If your 2-story house, each one is 9 feet high and then with the 4 framing, right? So it's almost about 19 feet. So then you only leave very minimum space for your roof height, right, to go up. So if you have a 412 slope roof and your house is kind of 30 something feet span, then you easily make your house over 25 feet minimum. The maximum envelope. So when we do hip roof or pitch roof ceiling, you will sometimes be limited of your ceiling height, your ceiling space. And then also with hip roof on the design portion is we get less design options when you do pitch roof, pitch roof gable. Because when you do pitch roof, you either do gable roof with hip roof or with some dormer design, but the look is still similar, right? Because you will keep the same slope everywhere of overall the whole roof. That means the design option of the roof is getting less. However, okay, we're looking at the other side, looking at the flat roof. The flat roof will give more option. Okay, and also doing flat roof is, the flat roof basically is another floor frame. So that means now you get possibility is we can have like even 10 feet first floor and then floor frame, and then with another 10 feet second floor, and then they have a flat roof, and you still get it. You're still not hitting the 25 feet envelope. So, but from interior, you do have a bigger, taller space for each floor. Right? So that is one of the good thing or advantage when we're doing flat roof. And also doing flat roof get more possibility of the design, because flat roof can create different shape. Whatever way you can have different height, because remember now because of flat roof, you can have the roof, different portion of your house have different height, right? So that create more design feature to a house. And then now we're looking at another thing is maybe the cost. Okay, the cost is one of the issue, because now for pitch roof, now a lot of people will do hip roof in Honolulu. The cost is both in design and construction is lower, because when we do truss design, okay, or when we no matter gable roof or hip roof, usually people do pre-engineered truss. The pre-engineered truss is they manufacture it in the shop, and then they bring it into the site and lift it up to sit on the wall. So on the design portion is less, because the shop will take care the engineering, the calculation, and also construction is less, because for a truss design, the waste is only go to the two end point and sitting to the exterior wall. So that part also to make the construction easier, because that you do not have bearing wall in the middle. You don't have to worry about a bearing wall in the middle. You only have the support is on the exterior wall side. And then also is you request less skilled labor. Everybody, because when the truss comes to the site, the worker just need to lift it and drop it to the top. It's very simple, very fast. Okay, so both in design and construction is much cheaper than flat roof. Now, flat roof is sometimes difficult, because flat roof is just like another floor frame. Okay, imagine your first floor and floor frame and second floor and then floor frame again, right? Flat roof, because usually we're doing like one straight member. So this member, the weight of this roof will actually press down to your second floor wall, not necessarily just go to the two end, the exterior wall. It will press on the middle, somewhere the wall in the middle wall. So now, then the designer has to design and also consider how the load pressing down to the second floor wall and transfer to the floor frame, and then transfer to the first floor wall. That way, the design about the path, the load path, is more complicated. Even when you're doing two-story design, it's more complicated for design and structure for the structure engineer to design to calculate. How do you do the framing of the flat roof? So that part will make the design cost higher. And also when do the flat roof construction, because now your framing become more complicated for the labor requirement. The skilled labor requires more, especially when we do the roofing portion. Because when we do the flat roof, right, now in drawings we draw this 100% straight, but in reality we know that the 2x12 is not 100% straight. It's just a piece of wood, right? So it's not 100% straight. So for the contractor, they need some skilled labor, have experience to kind of track, that each number is it straight enough to put together. Otherwise, if those number is not straight enough, and then they put on the on the walls, some may be like bend down like this, some may be bend down like this way. Then after they put in all the 2x rafter, and then they start pressing the deck on top and then screw it, that will start creating some bumping or some like alcove area on the surface, and then eventually that will make the surface is not flat enough. So it will create a leak, like ponding. We call water ponding feature of possibility in future. Okay, where after the rain, then some ponding issue. Wherever it happen, like ponding to the roof, the flat roof, in future that become a leaking spot over there.